What's going on YouTube? This is John from the Unhinged Zombie Hunter Clan, bringing you an up-to-date deck profile which I've only just a second put together. I'm sorry I have not really uploaded any Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profiles for a while, but the new deck I've made is something called Nordic casting, and I'll walk you through how it's supposed to work and what's all different about it. But it's my take on Nordics and spellcasters, so let's crack on into the deck. So, sorry, happens a lot with me. So we'll start it off with the Nordics. So starting us off, I run two Valkyrie of the Nordic Ascension, and I can get to it, one Vandis of the Nordic Ascension. So basically, Valkyrie and Vandis are basically the two main. I only run two of her and one of Vandis because Vandis, I can use her to change into any other tuna monster, and she'll bring me any other synchro out, like Odin, Loki, or Thor. But this is basically a different twist I'm trying. Valkyrie's special ability is when you special summon this card, you send two other Nordic monsters from your hand to the graveyard. Remove two other Nordic monsters from your hand to the graveyard. Removed. Sorry, meant to say grave, but I meant removed. You can special summon two Inheriar tokens to go with it. After that, as I run for Loki support, I still run 3 copies of Devug of the Nordic Alpha, along with 3 copies of Spartov of the Nordic Alpha, and of course the last guy. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way. I'll put Spartov here. Sorry, I'm trying to see how this goes with my new layout I'm doing for my bed and stuff, and trying to see how it goes with everything else. So yeah, so basically, wait, hang on, if I do this, I am sorry if this is a bit annoying to you people, I am sorry. Right, there we go. Now it should be a bit more organised. So yeah, for the alphas, I run still 3 Devugs, 3 Lusaus, 3 Spartos, 3 combo card to go into Loki. So here's a quick combo if you want to get this right. If you ever run it with Gadriella of the Nordic Ascension, I don't care, or not, whatever. Summon Devug, then use Devug to summon Lusav. Lusav then with Devug's level, can special summon you Spartov, and you can instantly synchro into Loki. Or if you have a Gadriella, use Devug, link him into, say, Gadriella, remove Spartov, Lusav, and a trap card, and then you can add 3 different Nordics from your deck to your field, ignoring the summoning conditions, and then you can summon, say, a synchro Nordic god. So for me, if I was to do Devug into Gadriella, which I don't have just yet, and then I got rid of Lusav, Spartov, and of course, like, what's the word? Solemn Authority, I can add a Valkyrie of the Nordic Ascension, and 2 of Alvar of the Nordic Alpha, but I don't run him in this build because I'm trying this build without Alvar. But it's just a tip for any of you who want to try a Nordic deck combo with that. So bear that in mind. For the last of the Nordic monsters, I do run 3 of Goofax of the Nordic Beasts, 2 of Tognistra, and the last 2 is 2 of Tagnistra of the Nordic Beasts. So I only run 2 of the black goats, 2 of the white goats, and 3 of the horse, because it really does work easier that way. Right. Then we move on to the we move on to the spellcasters. So for the spellcasters, we only run, even though we've got like spellcasters right here, minus Devug, because he's a warrior. So just putting this into perspective now, Devug is not a spellcaster, he's a warrior. So he's going to be the only warrior type this deck has, apart from the extra deck. The Valkyrie and Vandis are fairy types. Lusav and Spartov are spellcasters. Goofax and the 2 goats are beast types. So if anyone's confused about that, I've just summed that up for you, so that helps you a bit. But yeah, Summoning Monk is another method I've only got. Until I can get another 2 of Summoner Monk, I'm only running it at 1. I run 1 copy of High Priestess of Prophecy, which you'll find out why in a minute. 1 spell book, Magic Cleric of Prophecy. This one is... I can't bloody pronounce this name, so if anyone can leave me a name for the... tell me the name in the comments, let me know. I run 1 of him. And then for the Pendulum lineup, I run 1 of 70 of Embassy, or Enmity, or whatever they're called. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the names, I really am. Then I run 1 of him, but I can never pronounce it. And also... These spellcaster cards, minus that one, minus her, they're all out of the new, well, they're out of the structure deck, which is the order of the spellcasters. So if anyone is looking to build something like this, but differently, this might help you a little bit. And the last 2 pendulums I run is 1 of Magic Star of the Embassy. And after that, I just run 1 Mystical Beast Jackal King. So, yeah. That's pretty much it for the monster lineup. So, quick rundown for you. We have the Spellcasters with Jackal at the top and the High Priestess. The Nordics, which are underneath it. So, however you want to build this type of deck, it's your choice. The spell card lineup is basically 1 Magical Citadel of Embassy, which that I could read because it's not stupidly shiny writing. I'm sorry about that. 3 Nordic Relic Dianthus, which is just all I call it. I know it's a different name, but I just call it Dianthus. 2 Valhalla Hall of the Fallens, because that helps you get into your Valkyries or Vandus easy without having to make any summoning, like ignoring the normal summoning conditions. 1 Spellbook of Wisdom. And, of course, the other 2 spellbooks is 1 spellbook of Prophecy and Spellbook of Secrets. I only run these 3 at 1 because I need to get more of those cards at some stage when I can afford them. But this is just a bit of a budget build. 1 minute, please. 1 reasoning, because this deck is completely mixed up with different levels, so your opponent would have to guess randomly. 1 Monster Reborn, because it's still a staple in all decks. And Monster Reborn is a key card for this. And that's it for the spells. The trap card lineup. Glyphnia, I run not 1, but 2, not 2, but 3 copies of Glyphnia, the Fetters of Fenrir. I run 1 Magical Circle, because it's part of the deck for the spellcasters as well. 1 Pushback Power Stone. 2 copies of Solemn Authority. Now, like I said, if any of you Nordic players do have Gadriella, your best bet is to remove that card from play. But if you want to bring any of your cards back from the removed section, you can use Burial from a Different Dimension, which is now run at 2, but I'm not running it in the deck. So that's just a bit of a subtle reminder for anyone who uses it. And the last 2 traps is Nordic Relic Livius and Nordic Relic Gandria. I can never pronounce it. I'm sorry if I butchered those. But that's it for the main deck. For the extra deck, I'll start it off with the links. So we have 1 Transcode Talker. Now, like I said, Davuk is not just the only warrior this deck has. This is a Cyburst, though. So Cybursts can't count as warriors, but they're just part of the entire extra deck. 1 Decode Talker. 1 Power Code Talker. 1 Proxy Dragon. And I'm going to be honest to any of you who are watching this. Yes, I have just found, I did do a lot of research. I know Proxy Dragon now is a light type, so I'm sorry if I got that confused with the Time of the Dragons. I really am sorry about that. So anyone who ever watched that video, just ignore the comments I said on that. The other spellcaster link is Daybreaker, the Shining Magical Warrior, which is a spellcaster, but it has warrior in his name, and he is a link 2 that will work with this deck. And obviously for the link ones, we can't go wrong without a Link Karibo. Right, that's basically it for the links. For the synchros, I'm going to go... Actually, no. Before I go to the synchros, the other cards that are in this extra deck. Now, I know what you people will think. Why are you running an Xyz monster in this deck? Well, that's the trick. Because if you run number 39 Utopia and number 39 Utopia double, you've basically got a bit of a fighting chance. Utopia double basically can summon you any... Well, I don't know what Utopia double does, so if anyone has any queries on why I'm running Utopia double, let me know in the comments. I know because number 39 Utopia can block one attack per overlay unit, so I got to take that into an account. Plus, it is the only rank 4, well, 2 rank 4s I will play because I'm trying a few methods. Right, now we'll move on to the synchro lineup. We run 1 Odin, 1 Loki, 2 Thors, Lord of the Asias. So, I know what you people will probably think. Why have you got 2 Thors, 1 Loki, and 1 Odin? Well, to make this extra deck a little more spicy and more realistic, I thought if I have only 2 Thors, 1 Loki, and 1 Odin, the amount of tuna monsters you'd have in the graveyard, like the Valkyrie, Gufax, or Spartov of the Nordic, all these Nordic monsters, the 3 tuners, you can bring these 3 back and they'll go in any extra monster zone, extra main monster zone, if they've been destroyed from the main monster zone. So it really does work in your favour, so you can actually free up the extra monster zones. So that helps you in a big way. After that, for the rest of the synchros, I run Stardust Dragon. Look at that beautiful, sexy alternate artwork. I know a lot of you have seen it before, but it's just what I've got. The 1 level 7 Black Rose Dragon, only because it's the only level 7 I've got. This deck, though, unfortunately, does not run any level 1 tuners, so that is a bit of a bust. So I can't play Crystal Wing in this deck, so that's another problem I'm having to look into. And for the last of the synchro lineup, we do run the one, the only, the Borreload Savage Dragon. So, yeah. Borreload Savage Dragon. Best monster you will ever have, especially if you get a link monster in the graveyard, you can use his special ability to help give him link markers. But yeah. Right, well that is it for Nordic casting. Please let me know in the comments down below what you think to this deck. Would you like to build it? Would you like to take it up for a spin? Or would you like to try any other combos with the Nordics and the Spellcasters? Let me know in the comments down below what other suggestions you have for decks, or what other decks you want me to improve on, or what you want me to update. I will be at some stage bringing a Rocket deck profile, so please remember to stay tuned in for that, because I will be bringing that to you as soon as possible. And I think that's all there is to say. So, there is the Nordic casting deck. And thank you, sir. And remember, your duels will always make you stronger whenever you think. So, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video around with any of your friends, anyone you know. Hit the notification bell. I don't care if you hit the dislike or you hit the like button. It helps, however you see fit with this channel, or whatever likes you want to give this, or dislikes, I don't care. Let me know in the comments as well, and I will make sure to bring a future deck profile to you sooner rather than later. But yeah, until then guys, keep on dueling. Goodbye.